Evening. Great meeting you, Shanoj, and
Thank you.
Thank you for giving this time. So basically, my name is Sunil, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Finesse. Uh, Finesse is being rated today as one of the world's fastest top 100 growing IT companies in the world. So we have started in 2010 uh, at the peak of recession. Uh, so it was me together with my partner Ramesh, who's actually started the small operation in Dubai. Today I think we have reasonably grown. We are across Middle East. We are in India. We are growing. We are about 30 plus people right now. I think by end of this year we should be about 70 or 200 people. We have small operations in Singapore and Canada as well. Today I think we have done about almost near to 100 projects on the BA side or BA and data management side. So that includes right from data identification, data classification, data extraction, data uh, uh, warehousing, uh, data mining, uh, data uh, master data management, uh, predictive analytics, and also visualization. And in all these areas, we work with multiple uh, partners and tools as well. So we bring in um, world's top solutions or brands, and then we implement them to our customers and to create the solutions together. So we are not a product company. We don't have products. So we bring in these products. So, like for example, on the visualizations side, we work with Click, uh, and that's our primary focus. But apart from that, we have implemented projects on SAP Business Analytics, Oracle, BA, that's OPA. We have done on Cognos, and we have a few skills on Tableau and MicroStrategy as well, which covers the whole thing. On the analytics side, we have skills on R, we have skills on SAS, and bit on SPS also. One of the real scenario is the seller doesn't know where the buyer is. The buyer doesn't know where the seller is. Can you imagine that this is the buyer for the seller and this guy sells what I want? How simplified the life becomes, correct? So today, most of why are the sellers struggling like this? Because they doesn't know where they are, so they are shooting in the dark. They doesn't know who the real buyer is. What analytics can bring in is that analytics can help you out based on certain algorithms to identify uh, the right meeting the seller at the time. So the seller will know, okay, Shanosh likes, for example, journalism and photography. So if you are passing by a mall, the Canon or the Sony can specifically send you, targeted ads, specific discounts, which actually prompts you, or based on your interest, or these companies can send you targeted emails and ads. So imagine that at a time, say for example, when you're seeing a TV channel, or when you are going through an ad and you see something newspaper, most of the time you don't have a way to take an action and call out. Now imagine that is just about blind and generic ads. If that is being targeted towards specifically to the buyer, if the restaurant guy knows that this guy likes my kind of food, and these are the people who are actually hungry right now. Imagine that how in a mall there are hundreds of people coming. So based on your interest of food and giving smaller discount, you actually bring a lot of people together. That makes a larger kind of sale. This is what it applies in big data analytics. So this actually unearths a newer set of business. It's not about, so if you look at BA will give you insights from your current business. BA will give you, business intelligence will give you it will undiscover information which you possibly cannot see it in one look at it, or with your direct eyes you cannot look at it, which will tell you where is your collection is, where is your receivables stuck at, where your uh, uh, inventory is. Bit of BI analytics will help you. If I increase my sales, if I increase my inventory, how much can I increase my sales? But the real predictive analytics will unearth a new set of information. It will, show you a newer set of customers. It will totally. This is completely blue ocean, and that gives you tremendous. So today, if you really look at across industries, whether it is, retail, banking, automobile, everybody are going towards analytics. So I think that has got a huge future on analytics side. Second is about the big data. So today what happens is that data is growing at a very high kind of a thing. So imagine when I started my career, uh, the 512 MB was half of the size of this room. So today, can you imagine, the terabytes and terabytes of data? Not only that, the generation of data. Those days, data was, lined by characters. But today, if you look at the people wanted to do analytics on the social media, so they wanted to do huge analytics on different kinds of streams which is coming. So when these kind of large data coming in, if you can actually sensibly interpret those data, which can unearth to very different kind of. So this can help in not just pure business perspective, but also it can help in a lot in terms of healthcare, for example. It is not from a pure business, but healthcare. It can help in government management. It can help in the big issues which government deals with, for example, terrorism or political issues, sentiment analysis, so on and so forth. Again, big data will actually brings you different kinds of newer insight, which when you have larger amount of data, the velocity and the velocity and all that will come into play, and then you be able to uh, bring out a totally new different kind of dimensions to your business. Coming to IoT, so Internet of Things is going to change the way which we live, because everything is going to be connected for tomorrow. It's going to be connected devices. It's going to be a connected public transport. It's going to be a connected human beings. It's going to be a connected healthcare. So everything is going to be connected. So, for example, you're driving the car, you will get to know, with the kind of the traffic, which is on the roads, and you will be automatically diverted to wherever it is. Your home appliances know, what is getting over and what needs to be. Your car will know, when the AC to be switched on or whatever. So what it essentially does is that it continuously senses with those beacons information which actually can be sensibly interpreted, and then it creates algorithms which actually automatically address to that. So if you really look at, we have engaged in some projects on Internet of Things already. For example, on healthcare. So we have brought out a couple of devices which would actually helps its wearable devices. Through that, it will help as a patient who registers into the hospital, from the moment onwards. This will track his location. This will track his heartbeats. This will track his other, I think about 200 plus vitals. It will continuously give information to his doctor, so doctor will know. Even if the patient gets discharged, this will, he can actually carry this wearable, and this wearable, keep sending information and all that. So we are also being launched a, ECG device, portable ECG device, which allows you to check ECG. Because if you really look at the traditional ECG, it's a very complicated process. Doctors has to put all this wires and all that here. So we brought out a very small device, which actually can, at any point of time, you can check your ECG. You can sit here. So this will help, cardiac, prawn, people, to check by themselves, how their things are, if at all there is an initiative. Second is that it will also help doctors, when you immediately come in, doctors will not be, because the clinical doctors typically will not be able to address you. So this will help them to address it. It's a huge market. Similarly, I think, so these are our smaller inroads into the IoT. We are continuously developing and investing on that side. So we will be adding up technology investments in terms of the beacons by itself, which generates those. So this can be at any part of it. It can be on the transporting side, the government side, the engineering side, the manufacturing side. Whatever you can think of. Wherever it gets automated. So you know. And that information gets into a larger big data. So that's where our big data thing comes in. And then that does analytics, wherein newer kinds of business and business models will create, and do end-to-end data visualization. So that's what Finesse is currently been doing. But I think our vision of for the data space is that we will be an end-to-end 360-degree data management company, right from identification of data to bringing in the data, to cleanse the data, to extract the data, to warehouse properly, mine properly, do the right analytics, and get meaningful insights, and that's what we are.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.